Welcome back to Planet Coaster. So, I've been thinking about this park, and this area down here looks a bit bold. It's extremely cold. Looks a bit bold, and it's literally empty, and it doesn't really look very good. Well, and also, if we're going to put in some more stuff down here, really, I can't finish up this boat ride until we've got all this stuff in, really. So I was thinking, because we've not got any kids rides as such, we only have this one down here, and this is the only kids ride we've got, which I'll need a name for. So if you've got a name for the Dragon Coaster, comment it on this video down below. And I also need a new name. Well, actually, I need a name for everything in this park right now. So I need a name for that, for Afterburn, technically not called Afterburn anymore. The B&M Invert. I need a name for this one. And that ain't very good. Because that's G-force limits. It's a bit pants. Don't want that to happen, do you really? Oh, it's fine, who cares? But anyway. So, we need... That's not very good. Are they too scary then for something? There's not much excitement in these rides. It's fine, if they're a bit problematic, we'll build something else. So, yeah, as there aren't many kids rides, we need some more. So, if you've got any names for what we have so far, please do comment them down below. I've already chosen a name for this boat ride, and I'll tell you it at the end of the episode, because I'm hoping the person who recommended the name knows who he is. So we'll see. But anyway, this is what we got so far. So I want to keep this park like as nice as possible. So what I might do is, there aren't any flat rides yet. I need some flat rides, really, don't we? But not like heavily themed ones. Maybe one of... Actually, I don't know. Maybe one of these or something. I might remove it. I'm not sure yet. If it's a bit problematic in this park, I will remove it, because obviously I want a non-problematic ride. If I can. Will it fit under there? Because I'd rather have it like out of sight from like all the other rides. There we go. Oh, right where I wanted it then. There we go. Just there. Well, obviously, the thing we need to do first is make it a bit nicer for the colours, because that colour looks dreadful. Green. So that looks nice. That also looks a bit horrible. Oh, that's even worse. That looks nice. Like a white colour, the roof. Looks alright. What's this here then? What's this little colour for? Oh, the outside border thingies. Green? No, it's a bit too green, this ride at the minute. A bit too green. That's nice, I suppose. I don't want it to be like too... Oh, is that literally all those lights? That's fine. Looks alright. I want it to fit in the rest of the area. I want it to try and tie in so it's not... Is that support going? No, it's not. It looked like it was going straight through the ride then. So I placed an entrance. And an exit just there. So I connect that entrance up. What's happened? What's happened there? Why does it do that? That's a bit frustrating. Let's move the ride back a little bit then. It's a bit annoying. Well, I wish it wouldn't do that, but it does. Guess let's build that in there, I suppose. Then we'll build the exit, just going out of there like that. Right, there we go. Looks alright. Let's test it. And then, obviously, we will add another, like, kiddie type coaster. It's not an... Or maybe what we could do... no, that's a good old thought of... I've just thought of. A good thought of. That makes sense. Maybe we could build a wooden wild mouse for them, because that would work quite well. So every ride in this park, apart from the little boat ride, I need a name for. So if you've got any names, comment them down below, and I'll choose some names in a couple of episodes. Yeah, that looks good. That's about the size I want, really, this part. I don't want it too big. Or too steep. I don't want it too tall either. That's a good height, I suppose. Because obviously I'm going to try and hide it behind like loads and loads of bushes outside the boat ride. Because I don't want all these rides on show, really. Because it'll ruin the effects of these. Well, why has it just done that? It's a bit annoying. Why has it just done that? There we go. Very weird that was. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It just does. And it annoys me why it does that. Honestly, if you don't know what a wild mouse is like, it throws you into all the corners and it hurts. And it really hurts. It's meant to hurt, and it does. That's the one thing it does do, it hurts. But they are good fun rides. Even if they hurt, they are still quite fun rides. I love a nice old wild mouse. Well, when I say old, there aren't literally any now left, like traditional wooden ones. The last one I can remember in this country was the one at Blackpool, and that was literally all I can remember of them now. I did love the Blackpool one, but it just went without a warning, didn't it? No one knew that it would go like it did. No one actually knew it would. But when I found out they were taking it down, I was shocked at the thought of that, to take a nice classic down. But I suppose it was given a replacement, wasn't it, of Icon. But you can, well, I still think it was a bad move that they made there, a bad choice, especially as that ride was one of their best rides, if not the best. I suppose it could have also could have been because of health and safety reasons. Because if you don't know that ride very well, it was extremely dangerous in a way. Because you'd get flung into sides and everything, and and it was just a very painful ride. Well, most of that was caused because well, obviously all these wild mouses out there, they're not exactly very smooth anyway, because they're obviously designed to throw you into walls. But But if they weren't designed to throw you into a wall, I suppose it would be safe. But anyway, the Blackpool one wasn't very safe because, well, it just wasn't safe really. Because on the first, like on the first lift, well, the lift, if you're over like a certain height, you actually have to duck or actually hit your head on the beam, which I imagine would be quite painful. So that's why I think it might have gotten shut down, because the beams were too painful. It must hurt though. Hitting your head on one of those beams, it would seriously hurt. I would have thought, wouldn't it? It seriously hurt. Maybe we can have loads more bits and bob thingies now, can't we? Loads more trains. But anyway, I think that. But anyway, moving on from old rides. Some rides are like this. Well, some like Wild Mouses. They're quite fun. Well, not so quite. I mean, they are very fun rides. They just they are a bit scary at some points. But not scary. They make you think you're gonna fall off the track. That's how it's scary. Well, not because I'm petrified of rides, because I'm not. But that corner's sharp. I bet it says it's too scary. Bet it says the ride's too scary. Come on, come back and test. Come on, trains will come back. Come back to me, please. Well, that's not very good excitement rating, is it? Right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and slow it down so it doesn't kill people when they're trying to ride on it. Because that's the last thing that I actually want to have to happen. On my ride, people get killed because of a beam or something. Or it's too fast. That I don't want to have to deal with particularly. Because I'm not the sort of person who would clean up after someone if they've died. Let's get this ride going. There we go. Ooh. I hope it's much better now, this ride. Instead of that it being too scary, I hope it's nice and... Oh, this button drives me crazy. So, if you've got any names, comment them down below. I can choose a name which I think works the best. Yes, it hasn't got a very good excitement rating, has it? I was expecting it to have an amazing excitement rating. Anyway, who cares? We'll just sort it out. Let's install a entrance and exit. So that's going to come out here. Right, so now I've got that, I'm going to install one nice little flat ride down this bit. I think what we need, I don't want anything like too scary. Maybe one of these, Rocktopus. That's funny. Or we could put in a pirate ship. I think a pirate ship would be good. It's just a nice little pirate ship, nice classic. Nice family classic. Pirate ships. Oh, gone spin. Isn't that way too far? I want it on a slight angle like that. Just make sure it doesn't have a crash into that frame, because that's the last thing we want to have to sort out. There we go. That hopefully does look quite good actually. Let's spin it around a little bit, just a bit further back. Okay. And push that back a little bit. No, not. Why does it do that? That's such a weird angle. I want to go back quite a bit like that. Okay, let's play that back in testing mode, see if that makes any difference. So that does look quite scary, wouldn't it, for those people on there? If you're like on the Wild Mouse, I'm sure people would poop their pants with that ride being with a pirate ship, wouldn't they? Well, let's see if it scares anyone. Doesn't look too bad. Little pirate ship. Let's expand that out a little bit. I hate it how it digs down. I can't be bothered to sort that problem out. Ooh, they're gonna get hit by a pirate ship. I hope they don't get hit by a pirate ship. But you never know. They might get hit by a pirate ship. The last thing that I want to happen, but you never know, or it might happen one day for them. People risking their lives on an arm thing that swings. I suppose pirate ships are one of the safest rides, aren't they? Really? Because if you think, pirate ships haven't really had accidents as such, have they? They're like most minor accident, well no, major accident I mean, they've had is a person's walked out in front of one. But if you understand what I mean, I'll show you what I mean. So a person was like on there, trying to get down there for some reason, and jumped across and got hit by one. That's the most major incident I can think that could happen, but it won't happen. Well, I'm not sure if it will happen. Hopefully it won't happen, but it might. I'm not gonna tempt fate, so we'll just say it won't happen. So this will hopefully like try and block out all the rides in this boat, because if you're like on a boat, you don't want to see any of this, like any rides particularly. If you're on like a boat tour, that's something you don't want to see particularly, is rides. What I might try and do is put some bushes in the middle. I don't know how it'll work out, putting bushes in the middle like that. Try and shelter it. I think it looks alright. So it was just connected up to there. There's a lot of spare space, so we could put something in there. Actually, maybe that could be food outlets, because that's also something I need to install. Food outlets. So let's do that bit now. So if we try and build We're going to build buildings like that. We can try and build a building. I'm not sure how this will turn out, this building, but let's try and build the building. Just there, I'll do. Just so I'll do perfectly. And that's where a toilet block will go. That's going to be a toilet block. And then I'm going to put in another little food outlet just here, next to a toilet block. So in there, I'm going to put in something like, I might put in like a chief beef or something. Actually no. Let's try and keep all the food tropical. To see if all the guests like the tropical foods. Wait a second, bye. I think that should be enough windows, shouldn't it? So I'll have two food areas that will both be the same probably. Then we can like build. Actually, we might need some first aid buildings, mightn't we? We'll need some first aid buildings probably. First aid. Well, not that anyone will need first aid, hopefully. But it isn't worth taking the risk of not having a first aid building, is it really? It isn't worth taking that risk of not having one. So I'll install one anyway, just in case we need one. Ooh, run. And then go there. Then we'll put all the bits in before we add the roof on. Food. Let's try and find the tropical food thing. That isn't it very tropical. One thing, cosmic cow ice cream. That's not technically food, is it really? Is that? No. What class as tropical foods? Sugar Emporium. Pizza will do. We'll put in a pizza place in this. Because it will definitely need a pizza place, won't it? Especially with all these pizza people that it will need. Ooh, what's happened here? What have I done here now? Right, now we can put in a drink. Let's go in a Cosmic Cow. Why is it called Cosmic Cow? No, I don't want any. Oh, that looks like it'll work. As it's a. Why has that gone there? I don't want that to happen. There we go, that looks good. Is that the same height as that one? Yeah, that's right. That looks alright. Then we'll have a gift shop, can't we? I wonder what that is. What type of shop this would class as. That looks like it classes as a. Well, that's a gift shop anyway. We won't put in the hotel just yet. We'll do that last, can't we? Restaurant. We'll put in a restaurant, obviously. Oh no, we can't, can we, just yet? We can't. Put in some toilets. Try to keep the toilets away from food outlets as much as I can. Try and stop that problem from happening. Because I do not want to have to be sorting out that problem. Why is that still why is there still a toilet block selected? What? Oh, that's why. What's happened here then? That's the problem. So I'm just installed another toilet block. What I'll do is I'll move that little bit of wall. Install a hotel. No, wait, restaurant then. Not hotel. Restaurant. Go. Then we'll put an expansion in just there. And get that to. Because really, what you need to do is try and hide the expansions as much as you can. So they're out of sight of guests. Look, I've built them into the floor, but I'm going to take out that one because that looks a bit stupid putting it underground. Doesn't it really? Looks a bit silly putting that underground. Because what you have to do is try and fill up as much space as possible. I'll put in that in like that. And you fill up as much space as you possibly can. Alright. Is that one in? Alright. That's so good. Then we'll just put in that. I'll take out that so I know where to put one. So let's connect up the expansions. Let's get the expansion connected. So expansions connect more. I'm going to try and highlight all of them. Right, so 6 and with 10. Yep, confirm that. Yep, cool, that's interesting. 3 condiments by that Colorado. Oh, that's right then. Confirm. Let's check the menu because I've had a lot of complaints about a menu, to say, because there's apparently too much choice. In one of my personal parks, it said there was too much choice. So that's a problem. I don't want too many choices to eat. Okay, so that's that. Now, extras. Want to be fried, don't we? Okay. One, not one. Alright. There you go. Put on those. What's in here? Sugar Emporium. That's fine. It's only a bit of sugar. I suppose it will make them more active, won't it? So, hopefully, will increase my guests. And this will hopefully try and get them to come in. Let's try. Yeah, let's put on Cosmic Cow. That looks good. And that looks good. No faults. That's. There you go. Then now, we're looking back to trying to build this building. So, trying to edit building. Let's carry on the building. We want a wall there, don't we? Right, nice wall. What I might do is just put in a little one of these, just try and hold the guests in a little bit, so I'm not going to try and improve how the roof goes on, because that roof might not go on. And this looks a bit annoying. I'll try and push those back because that's not going to work. Okay, that's better. It's better already. Hold it. Don't that happen to me. What have I done there? You not want that to happen. There you go. That's better. Now, time for a roof. Here's the hard bit, roofing the whole building. Trying to put on the roof, that's the hard bit. You know what, that roof looks dreadful. I'll put something that looks much better. What's that? Metal walkway. We don't need one of those. That. Nice, it's just too tall. I don't want such a high roof. This is the problem I've got here. I don't want a high roof. That's what annoys me. You know, I'll just build a flat roof like that, it's easier. Because remember, by the time this is done, I have do loads of theming around it. I have loads and loads of like scenery, not theming. I keep saying theming, I don't know why. I mean to say theming. Scenery, not theming. I still keep doing it. Oh, what am I doing? I need to get from that angle. Oh, oh. There we go. In this game, it's extremely hard to try and align all this. It's extremely hard to do it, and it takes ages. It takes hours. Sometimes it can take hours to get it aligned perfectly. Now I can even. The good positive about this is you can now access all of the buildings without like clicking on like a building. So like if I wanted to access the gift shop, I could just press on that top bit showing there. So because we're nearly done with like all the rides, it's just scenery to add in now. If you've got any name ideas, can you please comment them in the comments of like this video, and I'll try and like see which ones work. I don't want any of those stuff, because this shop's gonna be closed. Because the whole part's gonna be closed, isn't it? So let's close those. Let's close that as well. Is there such thing as closing a toilet? There is. I don't know how that works. Can you close the toilet? You can. Well, that's funny. I wonder if those doors close when you do that to that. Oh, I wish those doors actually close on that, but they don't. I suppose that doesn't look too bad right now. I suppose it will save lots of people a job, won't it? So let's add in some more scenery. This chair's driving me crazy again. And this microphone's huge, I can't see the screen past it. Ugh, can't even get. That's better. Yeah, I can only just see over the screen. Microphone, not screen. So in a minute, I'm going to end the video. In a minute, because this is just taking too long. So we're coming in for the last couple of minutes, because I'm sure we've had enough of seeing just building this. I'm sure you can have enough of it completely. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster here on Theme Park Coaster. And I'll see you next time for the next episode. Bye.